Oh, hello, and welcome back to the Parlay Closet podcast. Your boys are back for another week of UFC. And man, that pay per view was a nice breath of fresh air, but we're going to be getting into
Yep.
UFC Mexico. Cue the intro. Ooh, I should change that to alien punching the shit out, Volk. Ba-ba. Okay, what did you guys think of the pay per view last week?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So it was good. It was really good actually.
It was far better than the last fight nights we had.
Oh, for sure.
By far. I'm just happy. Like, I really think like what seals it is honestly a good main event or like with a good knockout. Like, because that's the thing about all the events this year, other than the first one, is they've all been boring decisions. Finally, we got like oh my God, something crazy happened. I think that's what sealed the night for me. Any standouts for you guys? Like, any good bets that you had?
I had Byron Williams to win the NASCAR Daytona 500. Yeah, baby. Left turns.
He posted that.
You guys make
and
fun
I
of
didn't
me
take
for my
it.
NASCAR picks, and I freaking post them, and I'm giving. And guess who was in second place? Ross Chastain, which we also gave out.
I dig. Yeah, I bet on
You know,
both.
We're about to start a NASCAR show. But yeah, no, it was a good Daytona day. That was actually a plus 1,700, I think. Some people got it at 1,800. Gibby got it at 2,500.
Yep.
It was a good bet.
Yeah, I got buried with your UFC picks and I didn't see it. Otherwise, I would have taken it.
You know what's funny, dude? I posted those picks earlier in the week. And then I accidentally, one of my buddies was like, "Hey, can you send me those NASCAR picks you told me about?" And I accidentally copied and pasted them in our group chat again instead of him. So I gave you two chances to actually take a look at it, and I didn't even mean to post it the second time. It was just a goofy mistake.
You know what's kind of dumb? FanDuel kind of voted those bets for Sunday, and then you kind of had to rebet them again. That's kind of stupid, but whatever.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
what?
they moved the race. The race got canceled. It was supposed to go on Sunday.
Yeah,
But
because
when
I
you
remember
push
it
a
was
race-
supposed to be on Sunday.
Yeah, some people just think maybe they're suspicious, so they don't want you to be like, well, since the race is moving 24 hours. But back to UFC 298. My lock of the night that I said Danny Barlow, got some good value on him, 5 units. We also had Marab, which Noah hated that he won, but that was my second biggest bet.
On him.
Yeah,
And he was actually my biggest better too.
Yeah. My third biggest bet was Amanda Lamos money line. So that was a nice one too that hit. And my favorite bet of the night that I gave out was Anthony Hernandez by round 2 submission at plus 800. And then also funny thing is we gave you guys 2 parlays. We said we were going to start giving those parlays out. Noah reminded me to give those parlays out, otherwise I wouldn't, and they both hit. So if you took the 2-leg parlay where we said Barlow and Marab, and then the 3-leg was those 2 plus Hernandez, so there was some good value there. Actually, most of my parlays hit, so it was a good week. We came up 4.14 units, which means that we have not lost in 2024. It's coming. Might be this week. Hopefully, we'll keep this hot streak going on my side of things. What you guys hit?
I had a very good week. I thought it was good, but then I looked at it in more detail. It was actually extremely good. I only missed one parlay of my parlays, and that was my main card parlay. What I missed was the main event. I had it over 3.5. Otherwise, every fight in the main card I got, which was I took Gary decision, Whitaker decision, and then I took Marab decision, and I took Fluffy versus Kopylov to end inside the distance. That one missed. But my round robin, which had every fight minus, what was the
Fafa brothers?
Yeah, it didn't have that one. So the whole card, I only missed 2 fights on that round robin. So that was pretty nice. And then I had multiple parlays, a lot of them. So one you posted out, and then I just had a lot of very same ones. Like, for example, I had Maraba multiple parlays to win by decision. I had Whitaker multiple parlays to decision. But I also had Rinya Nakamura fight goes the distance at plus 500.
Yep.
It was minus 700 to end inside the distance. I told you guys he wasn't going to finish.
Dude, I will tell you, I think the only sport left that people just sleep on and the casinos just cannot get right and or never will get right are UFC bets. I've seen people live pick like a minus 700, and you're like, there's no way this minus 700 is about to win. And you go on the other side at a plus 400, throw money, and then everyone's like, how the hell? It's like, dude. But
Yep.
Gibby, would you win this week?
I took our 3 locks and parlayed them, so that was a good cash right there. So, and then I also parlayed Whitaker by decision with Taporia by KO. That was plus 890, so that was good.
Dude, Gibby had a nice parlay going too, except he didn't get that second round knockout, or what was it that you had on it?
What was
Which he
it?
almost, it was almost a second round finish.
Yeah, Anthony Hernandez submission round 2, and then I had Whitaker by points, and then I took Jeff and Neal. I parlayed that with it,
Damn.
but that was a close decision.
I know so many people took Jeff Neal, and I was just like,
dude, because Ian Gary's just not good. I don't like him. He's just not.
He's good. No, he's
good.
good.
I just
the
wanted
reason
the plus
why
money.
that fight.
After I watched him get knocked out that one time and barely come back to life, if he would have stayed down with that knockout, his career would have been in a complete dumpster right now. He would have been mentally
he got
crushed.
Knocked down.
That man is mentally weak.
After
that man is mentally weak. He loses one time, his career is gonna crumble. That's what I'm saying. He's just not a good fighter.
But
he's chinny.
I definitely think he'll fight for a title, but if it's against Leon or Shavkat, I don't know, dude.
I hope not.
Who else is going to get in the way of him getting a title? Colby Covington? You think Colby's going to do shit against him?
Nah, I just don't think he's going to do that. I'm telling you, he's mentally fragile. I don't think he's going to push for a title shot as quickly. He's already talked about, like, I'm going to just take my little trash cans for now.
I mean, he's calling out Colby. He says he wants 3 more
trash
fights in a belt.
Trash can. Okay. 3 more fights in a belt. Okay, dude. Bilal Muhammad's out here been waiting for centuries, and they offered Leon 3 fights, and he wasn't even one of them.
Oh my god, that's so insane, dude. Like I can't.
Dude.
So they offered.
They're about to offer Volk it. Volk's about to step in and fight Edwards for 300.
Bro, they offered him Shavkat, Hamza, and Islam, and then Bilal's like, "Hey, I'll fight in Ramadan."
Yeah.
Nope. There's like nope.
God, that's just get out the way, man. Just get out the way.
They're saying Izzy versus Izzy's gonna fight. What's his name?
Chimaev. Dana White came out like literally just like an hour ago, and he said that's fake news.
Is it really?
I mean, that more so means fun. I think it might happen. To be honest with you,
Ariel Hawani's got his people in there. He just doesn't want to spoil anything.
Hey, you know Ariel Hawani's a valuable source. He got banned from the UFC for life because of how good a source he was.
You know what? I will say, Dana White shit the bed on 300.
Oh, dude,
he
100%.
did.
You don't hype up a card like that and give us that garbage. It's like a good card for 301.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Like,
but you're not gonna make this.
It's a good card. We were promised the greatest card of all time. I'm like, yeah, it's good. That's a really good card. But
I think I think he made the mistake. It's time to just say, hey, we're not that company anymore. Like, it's 300. Great. We'll make it a spectacle, but we can't put 5 champs on a fucking card anymore. Like, this isn't 2000. When was the last time they did it?
They never did that. That's
no, like 200. No, 200. I'm saying.
Oh, 200 didn't even have 5 champs.
No, I know, but 200 they had a pretty good card. Yeah, what year was that though? How long? That was quite a while.
200 fell apart because Conor McGregor just said he didn't want to do it, and then John Jones popped.
2016.
2016.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so that was,
they had to bring
7 years ago
from retirement.
Yeah, that was 7 years ago. So what are we talking about?
They could have. It was close. Like, if they could have got Izzy versus DDP, but DDP wasn't ready, and if they just had Leon versus freaking Bilal, boom, you would have had a 5 champ card.
I think they're still gonna add someone. They're still gonna add someone.
Do you think it'll be Leon Bilal?
I would hope it would be. I could give the guy a shot. Bury him. Just bury him on the co-main.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, we're gonna get Leon versus Bilal at some point. I'd rather
I just think they don't want Bilal champ.
He won't.
And there's a possibility. There's a possibility. Every fight's 50-50. You never know, man.
Like, if they just made it the 3rd fight on the card, and then like it's not the co-main, it's not the main. Like, boom. Now you're gonna get it as a main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Nice. Well, we rambled for 15 minutes. This is the longest intro we've probably had in a while.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and kick it off with the first fight now. What do we have?
Eric Silva is gonna be taking on Muhammad Naimov. Ooh. This fight, it was a hard one for me. I'm just boiling it down to the power puncher. Naimov, he's got a power neutralizer. Eric Silva's got some slick grappling. He's got a lot of a really good takedown accuracy, and Naimov doesn't have the best. But the thing is, Naimov gets down a lot, he gets up a lot. And I feel like this fight's gonna be a lot of takedowns, grappling, but even though I said his grapple's not the best, I think Naimov has better cardio. So I'm a little bit torn on this. I'll reveal who I'm gonna be taking after Gibby. But first, Waz.
Yeah, Muhammad, minus 305 last time I saw, kind of wide. Silva could definitely have success early, like you said, with the grappling, and that could make this fight a lot closer. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable taking a shot on either side, to be honest, with the odds where they are. And yeah, I just don't, adding in the elevation factor here too. It is in Mexico.
There we go. That's what I was gonna say next.
Yeah, so that was, bringing that up. That's gonna be a factor. So which guys, normally train at. It could still, there's a lot of room to see which way it'll go here on the scorecards, but you got to take it all into consideration. So let me pass it over to Gibby and see what he's got here with his prediction.
Yep, you already mentioned it with the elevation. So, and Mohammed, he fights out of elevation fight team. So, and he's got the better cardio. So I'm going with Mohammed by KO.
What round?
Let's go round 2.
All right, Noah.
I'm following suit. I like KO for Naimov, and I like it round 2.
Nice. I'm taking Naimov, but I'm taking him by decision.
Fair enough.
So at least we're all on the same side here. Could have almost had our first lock. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, I got plenty more decisions.
Yep.
Just not this one.
I'm currently dealing with a fight between two cats.
Who's winning? Is it Tulip?
Who else would it be?
Yeah.
All right.
Next one. I always mispronounce his name. Also, by the way, to everyone listening, we're gonna fuck up every name on this damn podcast.
Yep.
I guarantee you. Victor Ultramariano. That's the best I can get you. Versus Felipe Dos Santos, or you might see him. No, this is the other one. Never mind. This one is Dos Santos. There's another one on here that goes by Lacerda / Dos Santos or something like that.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tricky.
Regardless.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised to see this line as wide as it is. This is likely has to do with some of the biases, I think, from recent on Dos Santos and his fight with, who was it, with Cappy?
Yep.
Cappy.
Yep.
As well as the uninspiring performance from the Victor. I think Victor in his last fight, he wasn't doing a whole lot. So Victor does have the experience though advantage here, I think, against a higher level of competition. I mean,
he's got a little bit more fights.
Yeah, I don't know how. Whatever. Yeah, but I definitely do see one side being a little bit more favored than there's a certain side. I wouldn't call him a lock, but his aggressiveness will be definitely the difference here. So I'm not going to say who that is. And I definitely think both guys are somewhat the same fighter in terms of using a lot of kicks, being active off their back, and having a decent offensive wrestling game too. So I think we're going to get a decent fight here. I think it's going to be a lot of aggressiveness from one side, and I think that's going to be the difference maker here. So yeah, Noah, what do you think?
All right. Victor. His last fight against Tim Elliott did not look good. But then again, Tim Elliott is a lot better of a fighter than people give him credit for. And Felipe Dos Santos, again, like you mentioned, is juiced to all hell just because he went up against Manel Kape. I think Manel Kape's decent, but I think we're really overrating him just because he talked shit some Izzy. Felipe Dos Santos was an unranked fighter, came in on short notice, and took him to a decision. Dos Santos looked good. Like, that's really good. The fact he was able to do that against a ranked guy, but we're juicing it way to all hell. I do lean more to one way. The one thing I like is about Dos Santos is he's a hyper-aggressive Oliveira clone. But Ultramariano is really tough, and he's really durable. So this is a hard one to pick, but I have a choice. Gibby, what do you think?
Yeah, I just been going 50-50 on this fight. So I think, who's the more durable guy? Is this Dos Santos?
I mean, we haven't seen enough from Santos. I'd say Ultramariano from what we've seen, personally.
But I think he has a little bit of lack of physicality, though, doesn't he, at 33? And
yeah,
plus,
age.
And plus a high elevation. I mean, Felipe has the opportunity to show off, but I feel like you guys are going with Victor.
What do you think? What are you going
What are you going with here, bro?
I'll go with Dos Santos decision.
All right, Noah.
I'm going with Dos Santos decision as well too. Main
I
thing
also
is,
have Dos Santos decision.
hey, we got a lock. Main thing is, I wanted to go KO, but Ultra Mariano's too tough, but he's not that good. So I'm going with Dos Santos.
Yep.
DC.
Awesome. Got our
All
first
right.
lock.
Let's go to our next one. Oh, this is a disgusting fight. Luis Rodriguez versus Denise Bondar. Ugh. I'm just gonna start. How the hell is Bondar favorite over on? Is he still favorite? No, he's dropped.
No,
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Last
FanDuel, they're even right now, both at -113.
Last I looked at it, Bondar was a favorite, and I said, oh.
It makes sense why this is a pick'em though.
Yeah, Luis Rodriguez he's okay. He's pretty decent, but if you look at him on the regional scene, he's not really fought many good guys, honestly. And he fought out of Lux Fight League. Have not even heard of that. And he lost in the Contender Series. He didn't even get in. But Denise Bondar, man, he's just got no technical ability from what I've seen. The only thing I could say about him is he's durable, minus when his arm freaking broke. So tough fight. You have basically a very crappy grappler in Bondar versus an okay striker. So
Yeah, I feel Bondar has good enough wrestling advantage to take this fight to the ground. And I think he'll be the stronger wrestler / grappler. Rodriguez hasn't faced too many people on the ground from what I've seen. At least not a guy of this caliber, I feel like. So that should definitely allow him to maintain some position and get at least, I don't know, 8 minutes of control time. So that keeps me going on this side. What are you thinking, Gibby?
I mean, Luis, his nickname is Lazy Boy. So
I hate
Just-
that nickname. That
I don't like
scares
that
me.
nickname. Well, you know, Bondar or whatever. His nickname is Psycho. So that's even way better. So I'm going with the Psycho. Dennis by or did I say his name right? Denise, whatever.
I honestly don't know.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, the Psycho by decision.
All right, Noah.
I'm going to Bondar by decision.
Bondar,
Even though I
okay.
complained about it, I hate it.
I'm also going Bondar by decision.
Ugh, I hate that pick, but I got it. Oh, Bondar's last two fights just were. And then I taped the fights before that because I never watched those ones and did the ones he won.
Plus,
All right.
Bondar's got the reach advantage, so let's get that's a good point to add. But let's get to the next fight.
Claudio Puelles versus Faris Zaram. Oh, another fight I'm not a fan of. There's some good
No.
fights at the end, but
We
I'm
need
not
to
a fan
start
of this
being
one.
a fan of. You got to start being a fan of these fights.
I
Enough's
will be a
enough.
fan when we get to the main card. There's some good matchups there, but not
Ugh.
this one. And spoiler alert, the next three. But Claudio Puelles, he's one of those jiu-jitsu guys with the butt scoots, constantly shooting for knee bars. We saw in his last fight, which is almost over. That was over a year ago.
Yeah.
He looked awful against Dan Hooker. Yes, it's Dan Hooker. And I will be honest with you, I was on the Puelles side and I was so disappointed. We've seen the limits of his game. Simple as that. Faris Zaram, not only is I think he's a way better kickboxer, much better kickboxer, I think he's a better wrestler. Straight grappling on the mat, Claudio Puelles is definitely have the advantage, but I think Zaram's gonna have the intelligence to go, I'm not gonna play jiu-jitsu with you. I'm just gonna stand up. And Puelles just doesn't have the wrestling ability from what I've seen to keep him down there. So
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say here. You know, I think he kind of summed it up, everything I was gonna say. So I'm gonna pass it over to Gibby, see what he thinks, and then give my prediction. I'm not really a fan of either of these fighters.
I agree with that.
You know, spending more time on it is just a disservice to people listening. What do you got, Gibby?
Yeah, I'm not trusting Claudio after over a year layoff. So give me Zier. I don't know from Zier. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Ziam.
Zier Ziam by decision.
Okay.
I believe his brother actually was GSP striking coach. But yes, I'm
Is that
going with Ziam decision as well too, and I think that's a high confidence pick, to be honest with you.
I fucking hate this.
Did you take what you got?
What do you think I fucking got?
You got Ziam decision, don't you?
Motherfuckers, goddamn! It's my decisions are my thing. Get out of here. Go
What do you
finish this,
mean?
you fucking
It worked last week.
pieces of shit. Oh, look at these guys being realistic all of a sudden. Maybe you're the noob. You're the noob. You're the more unrealistic. You might as well just fucking let it ride.
Go
All right.
knockouts for everything.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, so we have another lock, and I'm writing these down. We got a good bit of them. All right, next fight. This is one we really don't need to talk about because we have talked about this 3 times. We saw it once. Chires is taking on Lacerda. This is the one. He's also goes by Dos Santos. But yes, Lacerda, Chires 2. We didn't need this fight. Chires won the fight. I don't care if the rep stopped it too soon. Like, he won the fight, man. You
His
got
arm was
anything on this,
down.
boys?
No,
No.
not really.
Chires decision round. Chires submission round 2.
I was good. Chirus submission. Round
Cherry
2.
submission round 2.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I hate
Did you do
myself.
it? Wait, was is that actually your pick?
Yes, yes. Stop. This is not. We're gonna lose our asses this week, and I already made these bets. This is not good. This is
Wait,
too
Gibby, what's
much.
your? Is
I-
yours
I-
also sub round 2?
I said round 2, but I'll switch it to round 1
Oh, okay.
just to be different.
Okay.
Oh god, I'll take round 3. Fuck it.
All right. We
There you
turn
go.
around.
We'll change it up.
Okay.
There we
Let's
go.
go on to another fight. Jesus Aguilar versus Mateus Mendoza. Mendoza. It's Mendoza, sorry. Jesus Aguilar knocked out Shannon Ross with a butt strike.
Dude, Mendoza comes in as a small favorite.
Also,
But...
Waz, I always see your hair.
Oh really? God damn. You gotta tell me, dude. My shit be like fucking gravity works opposite here.
Works opposite.
Yeah, dude, the shit gets pulled back instead of up. Yeah. No, I don't think Mateus will be able to maintain the reach and size advantage. So yeah, again, not a whole lot I want to talk about, but definitely could be a more crisp and technical fight between two guys. So Gibby, what you thinking?
Mateus has that 9.5 reach advantage. That's insane. So I'm just going with that by some Mateus Mocana. I mean, Mendoza. Sorry, Mendoza by submission.
Mendoza,
Yeah.
Mendocan, There's not Mendoza. There's no Z there, bud.
Ah,
What are you talking about, boy?
whatever. Give me Mateus.
That's
by
some
submission.
racism if I've ever
Wait, where'd you
heard
go
it.
for the submission? Did you say decision?
He did not. He did not.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No,
Okay.
he did not. So wait, you're taking who again? You're taking Mateus by
Yeah.
submission, round what?
I'll go to.
Okay. Gibby got the fucking sub. So let's see what Noah's got.
I'm gonna be going with Mendoza, but I'm gonna take him by decision because I do think Aguilar is really tough, and I think Aguilar is really gonna be trying to get this fight to the mat. I don't think he's gonna be able to, and elevation. Better
This is-
gas tank on Mendoza.
Oh, this is the tough one. I could either see a finish and a quick one from one side, or I can see a really slow grinding it out from a top position by the other side. So I definitely foresee a finish. And to be a little different, I'm going to go with the Jesus side. I'm going to go inside the distance. I'm going to go KO round 2.
All right. Waz mixing up. I think we've agreed on most fighters, but different methods for most of this, right?
This is probably the first one that we have not all agreed on one side.
Wow. We don't talk these over beforehand, guys. Like, this is just us.
Oh,
going,
this is, yeah,
wow."
we never talk
Yeah.
about this before. We literally come on here and just, this is the first time we'll hear any of this.
All right.
So.
Next, this fight I think is going to be a really fun one, actually. Christian Quinones versus Raoni Barcelos. I like it because both guys are pretty aggressive fighters overall. And I think they both have pretty underrated power and striking. There's some worrying about gas tank from Barcelos because he doesn't train at elevation. But then Christian Quinones, he just, a lot of times, I feel like he doesn't take it as seriously as he honestly could be. But again, it's because he has so much equalizing power. Both guys do, and this is definitely a fight that, ooh man, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if this goes the distance. But every time I say that, it goes the distance. So, Waz, what you think?
Yeah, no, I think I agree. I definitely like the what's this the quad. What do you how do you say it?
Jonas?
Keonis? Okay.
Quinones?
I don't know, dude. I definitely favor his side just because of the number. I think last time I saw him was a plus 200.
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
What is he still at? He is plus 154.
Okay, so he
Plus
fell.
one,
I bet him at plus 200, and I also bet him by decision because the number was just too good, and it kind of forced my hand there. I definitely see this becoming a decision. I like both guys to win by decision. I'm really 50-50 on this, so it's a coin flip. If I'm gonna bet it, I'm gonna go the Quinn way. Fuck it, I'm gonna go that route by decision in the game too. Why not?
Gibby.
Well, I was going that way too, but I think Rainey's doesn't have that stamina at 36, and plus not training at elevation. So give me Kionis knockout round 3.
Oh shit. Let's go, Gibby. At least we're on the
All
same
right.
side.
What the
And I'm on an island all by myself.
Oh.
I'm actually going the exact opposite of Gibby. I'm going Barcelos round 3 KO. Because, like I said, Quinones, even though Barcelos doesn't train elevation, like I said, Quinones just does not seem like he takes his gas tank seriously. And Barcelos, I think he'll just land better power shots. It'll weigh on him, and it's going to be a very sloppy fight in the later rounds. Round 3 KO.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
painted a picture.
You painted the picture.
Gotcha.
All right, we're all locked in on that.
We are locked in.
And here we're going now to the main card. This is a pretty damn good fight. Manuel Torres versus Chris Duncan. God, this can't go the distance. Like,
I don't think so either.
it can't. This is like what the Rinya Nakamura fight, minus 700 to not go distance. This is what that should have been. This is like Tom Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich, to be honest with you, but a lightweight.
We're gonna have to sprinkle a little bit to go to distance.
All right, Manuel Torres, Chris Duncan, man. Both guys have crazy power. Both guys are lightweights, and you know them lightweights, they love to throw down. I believe Manuel Torres, I had the statistic on my first note sheet, but I believe he has only been past the first round once, right? Yes, he's only been past the first round once. Once out of 16 fights. God. And he also trains at elevation, which is something important to mention as well, too. Chris Duncan, though, he is very, very technical. Even though he's one of those guys who seems like he's a really wild, crazy, chaotic guy, and he's got a ton of power, he's actually really technical. So I think this is a fun fight. Waz, what you think?
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be one that you're going to be able to actually enjoy, see some scrapping, and hopefully a freaky fast finish. Unlike that one we got like 2 weeks ago that I was going to mention in the third round. Not very freaky fast, Jimmy Johns.
I said that. I was like, what was so freaky fast about that? We've been here for almost 15 minutes.
Yeah, so I definitely do agree that a finish is inevitable. But I definitely will sprinkle a little bit on decision because you fucking never know. And the numbers are always wacky. But I am leaning more towards the Duncan side, I believe, here. You know, I think inside the distance, somewhere right between round 2 and 3 is where we end up seeing it. So, yeah, I'll give my final prediction at the end here. Let me like Gibby.
Yeah, Torres, good kicks, very durable. Good, has some good power and good defense, but he just keeps his hands low when he strikes. And I think,
damn it, I was gonna save that, but yeah.
And I think even Duncan is low. He's a little bit low value, but he's got good cardio, and I think he's been improving each fight. So he's got that good power jab that I think could knock Torres out. So I'm going Duncan KO round 2.
Damn it.
I'm going KO round 2, yeah.
Oh, we all got it. I think he's going to starve off Torres, because like I said, he's very technical. I think he's going to starve off Torres' his really bad round, like really crazy round 1. Then round 2, take him to deep waters and get that finish.
I think we're gonna have to cook up a lock of the night parlay.
Ooh, and we got we got a finish in there, which is spicy.
Spiky,
Spicy.
spicy. It works.
Spiky.
It
I
works.
bit my tongue.
Oh,
Okay, next fight. I've tried it. I've heard it spoken multiple times. Not gonna say it. I just can't pronounce it. Yasmin Yagular. Fuck. Yasmin versus Sam Hughes. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for having an easy name to pronounce.
Oh.
And thank you for probably getting the crap kicked out of you. Yasmin, she is a very, very good prospect. I know she's coming off that loss to Denise Gomes, but I still think she's an extremely solid prospect, an actual decent finisher in the women's strawweight division, which is pretty rare. Sam Hughes, she's just a very basic clinch grappler, not a ton of spice on her, while Yasmin's striking and power
Why?
is
Is it
very
because she's
good.
white? She doesn't know how to spice things? Is that what we're saying, Noah?
You know what? You know what? You're damn right. Thank you for reading between them.
No problem.
Well, bland Sam Hughes, I think she needs to spice up in this fight or she's gonna get knocked out. Give me Waz. Let me hear what you think.
Gibby.
You think she's spicy?
It's Gibbs to be certain. Gibby, how spicy do you think she is?
Not
You
that
think
spicy.
Oh, he doesn't think she's spicy.
Oh shit! So Gibby, are you on the same side as Noah?
I think so.
And what is your final decision?
Well, I think Yasmin is more motivated to win this fight, so going with Yasmin. Will she get the finish? I don't think so. I think decision.
All right, Noah.
Even though I said Yasmin is a really good finisher, my last point was Hughes is tanky. I'm going Yasmin decision.
I am going Hughes decision because I'm on an island all by myself. Give me Hughes by decision, baby. I think she gets it done easily. It's a women's fight, so they always go decision. But hopefully, I don't lose my show like somebody on ESPN.
You gotta do Ron Clark like that.
Man, they replaced that man. They were just looking for any excuse. That man could have sneezed funny, and they would have been like, you know what, Chael Sonnen's coming in here.
It's so sad too, because like you can he slowly over the course of the show. I didn't watch it that much, but you could tell he started learning. He started really liking it. But it just takes saying one thing, like there doesn't need to be a women's bantamweight division, which there doesn't need to be.
Noah, you want to hear something? Gone. You want to hear something? I have a full unit already on Sam Hughes at Moneyline.
What is she? How much of an underdog?
Plus 350, I got her.
God, she's right now. She's plus 400. Actually, she went down.
I'm probably gonna double down and throw another unit.
And it was plus 330. So
yeah, I got her plus 350. So
to be fair, this is absolutely a dog or pass because while I do think Yasmin wins,
I just think it's a 50-50 for my predictions with all the models that I'm using and all the information. This comes out to a 50-50 pick 'em for me. So that's, for people who are gambling, you have to look at it. Like I think it was Rob. Rob texted me. Who was it that he loved? That Russian fuck. Kopylov, right? He texted me saying like, "Oh, I really like Kopylov." I'm like, "That's great, man." But at the end of the day, you're shopping a number. So this is how you make money if you want to make money sports gambling and you want to be a quote unquote professional. You got to shop the number. If your prediction on this fight is 50-50 and one person's 350 and one is minus 400, then you got to take the dog.
Like, go with value. Dog or pass.
Yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Look at the champ fight this week. You took the dog, you won. People were putting $100,000 confident as all hell because they had it at Pick'em. So you got to shop the numbers. Don't shop with your heart like Noah.
What do you mean? I took Ilya.
No, I know you did. I'm just saying.
I've been right on I've been right on the last main event for pay-per-views. I've been right on the last 4, right?
Yeah.
I have to check.
Well,
no,
anyways,
I didn't have Alex.
We can move on here and talk about Noah's favorite fighter, Raul Rosas Jr., who he got to
meet
like
Rosas
and scream at while he was trying to eat a hamburger.
I shouted his name and I was like, "Yo, what up, Rosas?" And his mom was like smiling at me, giving me a thumbs up.
Yeah, dude, you interrupted that guy eating his burger, which caused him to get fucking knocked out.
I'm the reason why Rosas Jr. lost. I distracted him the night before.
You definitely did it. So, what do you think this time?
I still think he's gonna beat Ricky Turcios.
I think so too. But how is it gonna get done, Gibby? What's your
I-
prediction?
I was gonna mention that Ricky has that 45%.
You can mention whatever you want. I'm
Yeah, I
just
was
saying.
about to say,
No,
we did stop you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. You don't have to give your pick right away. Go ahead. Talk.
Yeah, Ricky's got that 45% takedown defense. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so I'm going with Rosas. Do I think he's get? I'll go. I think he'll get it to finish in Mexico. So submission round.
Gibby,
3.
can I offer you a piece of advice?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Why don't you write down the picks prior to giving them, just so you have
I do.
none of that
Wait,
like
I
back
don't
and
pick-
forth.
Wait, do you not do that, Gibby?
I do.
Well, that's
Okay.
why do you
Not
fight
the
yourself?
round.
But stop fighting
I get
yourself.
50-50 sometimes. You know?
I know, but like you should already figure that out before you put it on paper. Because when you put it on paper, you just read it off, and you're like, I already made this decision. So, because sometimes you give the first prediction is good, and then you contradict yourself, and the first prediction was the right one. I've noticed that with you.
Well, yeah.
So just go with the first gut feeling. If it's that, you just go with that. You just shoot your shot, man.
Well, I like your guys' explanation, but
Well,
yeah,
we're not always
it wasn't
right.
much
Look
of this one.
Since I wore the king's crown, I've been falling off. Noah caught up.
That
and now
was
he's
the
bleeding.
karma.
But all right, so you're going Rosas how?
Submission round 3.
There you go. Noah.
I really wanted to take the finish, but Ricky's so awkward. I'm gonna go Rosas decision.
I am also going Rosas decision.
Hey,
There
look
we
at that
go.
was.
All right, we agree. All right, going into our third to
Ooh.
last fight.
Here's a damn good fight. This is a
gonna be
damn good
fight.
one.
It doesn't surprise me at all to see Zellhuber
Zellhuber.
as a big favorite. So yeah, you're having Zellhuber versus Francisco Parado. He's definitely holding a 2-inch height advantage and an 8-inch reach advantage, boys, which is a very important. If you know about 8 inches, it's
8 inches definitely matter.
definitely matters when you're at 8 inches. So it's definitely important for him to establish and maintain here. So I definitely think you're going to see some things land early. I think it's going to get a little spicy, but then it's also going to taper off while the fight keeps going. So what else do you want to add, Noah?
Oh boy, this is gonna be entirely on the feet, 100% standing. Neither of these guys grapple, and Zellhuber, if the grappling starts, he's got a really good takedown defense. He's gonna pick him apart from the feet, but the thing is, Prado's gonna keep coming forward. This is gonna be a fun one. I really struggle because the main thing is like, this is one of the fights again where I'm like, I kind of can't see it go the distance, but I also can see a slight world where it does. But either way, I just feel like this is a victory for the fans. I think this is going to be a super fun fight. Gibby?
I agree with you, Noah. It's gonna be a super fun fight. Prado's got that power striking. He's got that good left hook, and he's really good at counter as well. Zellhuber, he's got that tall man defense, good grappling. He's got those power kicks. But I'm thinking, go Prado gets this price knockout.
I will say, I do think Prado will catch him early and definitely like hurt Zellhuber because he's a slow starter. But I'm still gonna go Zellhuber by decision. I like his gas tank more.
I'm going Zellhuber by decision.
Hey, let's go. God damn it, Waz. We have too many agreements, man.
Shit,
There's
we're
not
gonna
gonna be a competition, basically.
this week we're gonna just be at the same points we are again.
And then Gibby's gonna just skyrocket all of us because
Gibby could literally get 100% right and still not be in first place. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I don't know.
Well, but we can definitely get ahead of ourselves in this one, which is Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. Who the hell thought that we would see Brian Ortega back in the cage after 17 years on the layoff?
Why do we have 3 freaking rematches on this card, man? And then there are 2 of them are ones we just didn't need. Ugh.
We don't need to see Brian Ortega. That's what we don't need.
Khabib Nurmagomedov has a more recent win than Brian Ortega.
Well,
Brian Ortega has 1 win in this decade.
Jesus.
I mean, like in the 20s.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right, this fight, not much has really changed because it was the last fight for Brian Ortega, and we haven't seen him in there. Like, he's coming off a big layoff, and we don't see him very active. So I can't say much has changed for him. Meanwhile, Rodriguez, while he is coming off that loss to Volkanovski, He's had fights. He's improved. He's fought against Holloway. He looked really good. He beat the shit out of Josh Emmett. He's been improving. Like, before, he used to be a guy where I was like, oh, man, this guy's got no wrestling. He's got no cardio. He's got cardio now. His wrestling and jiu-jitsu is not bad. I think it's going to be a beatdown, to be perfectly honest with you. And in striking, he always had the advantage. Unless Ortega could get this to the ground, which I don't know how he's going to look, to be honest with you. I think this is going to be easy for Yair. Was?
I definitely agree. So I definitely think Rodriguez is a top 5 candidate. I like the number. I like everything there is. And yeah. What is there to say? I don't even know why Ortega's still allowed to be in the UFC. I would have cut him a long time ago.
At least don't have him ranked number 3.
Exactly.
So
I think he dropped down to 4 now on UFC website.
dude,
him and
off there.
freaking Stipe. Him and freaking Stipe. I just can't stand it.
Him more than Stipe, to be honest.
Yeah, no. He's got one more year of inactivity.
Yeah, but give me, what do you got here?
I mean, I'm agreeing with you guys with Yair Rodriguez getting the win, but I just don't know how Ortega is. Plus, he had that shoulder injury, so I'm just gonna go with Rodriguez KO round 1 like he did first fight.
All right, Noah.
I'm going to be taking Yair decision mainly because Ortega got surgery. If Ortega is healthy, he is hard to finish, but he will still get the shit beat out of him. But he always does have that shoulder problems, which worries me, and that's the only way I see it finishing by injury. But otherwise, I'm going to say he's healthy. I'm going Yair decision.
Yeah, I'm going to take Rodriguez KO round 2 or 3, but for the game, I'm going to go round 2.
Also, one thing to note, I'm pretty sure this is 5 rounds. I gotta double check.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 5 rounds. So this is a full 5-round fight for whatever freaking reason.
Yeah, it's not going to need it.
I don't know, man.
2 or 3, it'll be done.
Ortega,
No,
the
Ortega's
only thing
dead.
I can say, he's
a dead man.
tough.
Dead man.
He's tough.
Dead man.
Duh,
Trust,
he was
trust
dead
me.
in the
Noah,
Rocky fight.
trust me.
I don't want to trust you.
Trust me, Noah. If there's going to be a one time in your life, you're going to have a little faith here. Just have it on this one. Sprinkle some money on the KO. Trust me, Ortega is not the human being you remember 10 years ago. He is not the same person, okay?
Yeah, he did get killed by Holloway and Volkanovski. I still don't know how he's the same man after.
No
those
one
fights.
takes that much time off because they have too much money unless you're Conor McGregor. Ortega is not a guy who should be taking that much time off. No.
Oh, I'm taking it for the game decision, but I'm gonna be very unhappy if Yair just head kicks him once and it's over.
I think it'll be. I think a lot of people are gonna see and be sad because this is the year where we see the greats fall to their demise. You know, we've seen Volk get knocked out. We've seen Izzy lose. We've seen so many greats that are slowly disappearing. Usman's now getting
Usman's
knocked out.
not even in the pound for pound list anymore.
I know. He
was
staples.
number 1.
Those are all the staples. They're all gone, dude. Yeah, Aljo, you know, all the goats of their divisions are all fading away. So,
God.
And just like Ortega will with a nice KO, he's gonna hang it up after this week. I guarantee it. He will retire if he gets knocked out.
Let's go.
So,
And now for the main event of the evening, boys, another rematch, but at least this one, it'll be a fun one. Brandon Moreno taking on Brandon Royval. The battle of the Brandons. One has to give up their name this time for sure for all the marbles. So, I don't know, man. Every time I think of Brandon Moreno, I'm like, all I could think of is the Figueiredo fights. I feel like, man, who has Brandon Moreno even fought? He's fought nothing but Figueiredo. But to be fair, he's fought. Well, that's true. But to be fair, he's got a lot of experience. He's fought some really good guys. And the thing is, too, he finishes most of those guys. Very rarely do people survive against Moreno. He's really improved his striking game. He used to be like a heavy wrestler. Now his boxing solid. Royval is still, though, that same crazy guy where he clubs and subus, gets you to the ground, gets crazy scrambles, and it's insane and everything like that. But I just think Moreno has made more improvements as a fighter. He tasted gold. Royval fought for it, and it was a good fight, hard-fought fight, but I think he showed a ceiling.
Yeah.
Was?
Yeah. Not a whole lot to add here, you know. I think these, what was it, November 2011, shoulder injury, knocked it out. Just, yeah, because couldn't defend himself. So just a shit show. But, you know, I think the fight with Moreno was aware of his ability to grind Royale out on the mat, which is what I think he's going to do here. I think he's, you know, his striking could allow him to get the better of Royale as well, put the damage on, and hopefully the other Brandon gets a little too reckless at the end. So, Gibby?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Was I think they're just gonna grind it out on the mat. So it's gonna be. They both have cardio, and I think it's gonna be like a chess match for them. So I'm thinking Moreno by decision.
Noah?
I'm actually be taking Moreno by a late finish. Main reason is I think it'll be grindy. But I think eventually Moreno's gonna find his shot on the mat or standing and get that KO. Give me round. I initially wrote round 5, but that's unrealistic. Give me round 4. Give me round 4.
I'm taking decision on Brandon Moreno.
All right, so we're all Moreno though.
So, cool. All right, Gibby, you want to go into the game?
Dang, you put 9 decisions this card. Dang. But
Me or you?
well, oh, was
Oh, was. I thought I had more decisions. Did I not?
you have 8?
Oh, okay, okay.
I got like 5, so I think I'm more finishes. So it's gonna probably increase me like it did this week when I got 31 points, or probably gonna screw me. So yeah, I had
It's either a 7-point week or a 30-point week. There ain't no in between.
exactly.
It's never like a nice crispy 20-pointer.
Nope. So yeah,
Bro, Waz, why are his stats almost identical? What the hell is that, dude?
It's because you you keep copying me, dude.
What do you mean? We say them at the same time.
Yeah, I had the best week this week at 31 points. Noah, you were right behind me at 27, and Waz, you're at 21. So, yep, pretty much identical. Like Noah already mentioned, is just he got one fight more correct than you did. So, that's only what's
I'm gonna say it was Durekis Duplessis.
probably. So what Waz had 100% right was what we all 3 agreed on was Maverick. Whatever I can't even pronounce his last name. McCab, whatever decision, and then Whitaker decision.
McCab?
Whatever. Or
Rob?
Marab?
Jesus.
I was like, wait, who the hell is McCab?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can't.
Someone's got added to the
pronounce.
roster.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I mentioned, Noah had Miranda Maverick 100% right, Marab 100% right, Whitaker 100% right, and then you had Neil by decision 100% right, Reina
Gary?
by Ian Gary, sorry. I even think yeah, Ian Gary by decision, Reina by decision, you got 100% right, and then O'Brien Elliott by decision.
Yay.
Yep, and I had pretty much the same thing as you. Maverick decision, Elliott decision. I didn't have Reina. I took Lumos decision, so that was the only one that was different from you. Yep, and I had Danny Barlow KO, but I just had the wrong round.
Words are hard today, aren't they?
Yeah, and Anthony Hernandez, I took submission, but I took the wrong round too.
Oh, that's how you took the lead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the game. Let's see.
So, Waz, do you have any parlay skis for us?
Do I have some parlays? Should I think of something on the fly? Should I just make it up?
Yeah, might as well.
We got our very first PFL versus Bellator.
You know, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think that's gonna be a lot better than people expected to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have picks for that if you guys want them.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm buffing on that. But all right, I think for our so we did a 2-leg and a 3-leg, right?
Yep.
So let's do Brandon Moreno because we all like him money line, and if you combine him with Daniel Zellhuber, which I believe we also all took, I think you're getting that at minus 105.
What if you put Yair on there? Because I think Yair is a good lock.
Well, you can make your own fucking parlay, Noah. This is mine.
I thought we were building.
We're not building shit. We are not. You said Mike with your
parlay.
We're not friends. I hate you. Don't ever show up to my house again. This is my parlay, not yours. But yeah, my parlay is gonna be Brandon Moreno, combined with Daniel Zellehuber. You're going to get that at minus 105. And then I will add Edgar Chairez to it. And that'll be at plus 161. So that'll be, those are my 2 parlays. Noah, you can now make your own parlay. What do you?
I mean, you took basically everything I had, except I want to put Yair on there.
Do you want to add him to the 2 parlays I already have, or do you want to swap someone off?
No,
So you're gonna do a 3-leg and a 4-leg.
So what I'm gonna say is I definitely like Manel Torres versus Chris Duncan, but I'm just gonna take the fight doesn't go the distance. Yair Rodriguez moneyline, Moreno moneyline, and then Shira's moneyline. I think that's like a lock. It's 4 legs, which I don't usually like doing 4 legs nowadays. I usually like to keep it to 3, but that's just such a good one, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yes, it is.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
All right. Oh, another parlay that I do like looking at it. I would look at also doing Philip Dos Santos as well as Edgar Chairez. If you parlay those guys together, I got it at minus 129. I just put a unit 1.29, so just to win a unit back. That's what I like. Yeah, Sam Hughes, I locked that one in at plus 365 with a unit on it, so that's an early prediction. I also like Chris Duncan. If you can find him at plus money, I saw him at plus 145, so I took him at that line for a unit. I also, Yair Rodriguez, as Noah mentioned, that's a good money line. You can get him. I think he's still in the minus 160s.
166 right now, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely.
That's such a
stupid.
Good value.
Yeah, that's stupid. You should definitely. I already threw a lot of units on him. I like him a lot. And then, Daniel Zellenberger. I think he's minus 250. It's a little bit of a bigger number, but again, I'm just going to match it. So I always match it, the unit sizes to the odds. So if you have, let's say, for example, this is minus 250, you would then be putting on 2.5 units because you're trying to win back a unit. So that's how you want to look at some of those whenever you're looking at those weird numbers. But then again, Brandon Moreno, he's also minus 250. And my lock of the night, I always do a heavier bet on. So that's one of those as well that you could look at. But, I think I also was the island all by myself was Jesus Aguilar, or did you guys take him?
No, I think you're on island with that one.
Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I got it at plus 120, so that'll probably be my dog. So, but yeah, that's really kind of what I have going on so far. There'll probably be more tweaks, and I always like to watch the weigh-ins and stuff too, just to see how it goes, because some people struggle and that could alter if I take a bet out or, keep it. Do you guys ever buy out of a bet? Have you guys ever done that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if many people do, but sometimes if you bet early and then you flip flop, you pretty much you put in whatever bet you would put on that person plus whatever you bet on the other person, so you can win it back.
I hedged. I even told you how many times I hedged. Like I remember the Ankalaev versus Jan card. I was doing horrible, but I did 2 hedges. One was the over for the Jan Ankalaev fight, and then I put Patty as a money line, and that just made it so I like went even for the day because I was doing horrible.
Yeah,
Perfect edged it, so I was perfectly
Rob
even.
did that. Rob did that on the fly with Hermanson at plus 250. Great one. But yeah,
I'm always really good at hedging. Always really good at that for some reason.
Cool. Well, hey, I think we're good here. Then we got the next time we talk about UFC will be March. So far we're positive in January, March, and then also in March, probably the week of the 3rd, sometime in there, we'll drop a NFL podcast about the free agency. We'll do the top 15 free agents to see where we think they should go, or where we probably think that they're gonna go. So we'll do something there. But yeah, that's all I got. Noah, anything else?
9.
No. Gibby, say bye to the people if you have nothing else.
Dude, Fields going to Atlanta.
He's not.
Yeah, he unfollowed the Bears or something like that.
Dude, I hate that shit, dude. Everyone's a child.
Yeah, okay.
That guy's a shit.
See you guys.